Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into our latest events update. So a couple of days ago we did the first update for Kendal cooling, which will be taking place this time next week in Cumbria, and it was a very cool and very changeable kind of update as well. And I said we would do more because I know a lot of you are probably a little bit depressed by it. It was a very unsettled update, one with a lot of rain around, very cool temperatures, well, I said, but as you get closer to the time frame, it might not turn out to be as bad as it was looking for update 1. So this is update 2. I'll update you on the very latest for the weather for Kendal cooling in a moment. And we'll add to that Camp Festival, which is taking place at Lulworth Castle, which I've looked it up, I had a Google, and apparently it's down on the south coast near Dorset, or in Dorset. So we'll be adding that to the update as well. So we're going to start off on Thursday, the 27th of July. This is day 1 for both of these events. They have still got a little bit of low pressure around to the north and west, but actually we're building in a little bit of a transient ridge. This bump in the isobars that you see here is called a transient ridge. When you get one of those, it tells you that weather is probably temporarily settling down. They tend not to last all that long, but temporarily, when you get a transient ridge, it normally settles down transiently. So these are the upper air temperatures for Thursday the 27th of July, day 1 of Kendal cooling and Camp Festival. So for the south, actually it's looking quite warm, but in the north and west it is a little bit on the cool side. The upper air temperatures are a bit lowly really for late July. However, there's a lot of dry weather. This is suggesting a few showers close to Cumbria, but they look fairly light, and it's far too far away for that kind of very localised detail. Essentially, what we are seeing here is the GFS1 is forecasting a mostly dry day for Thursday, with no doubt a fair amount of sunshine as well. And in the sunshine, temperatures are very close to average. So in Cumbria, temperatures there somewhere around, say, 19 or 20, that's around 68 Fahrenheit. And down on the south coast in Dorset, temperatures there probably up to around 23 degrees, that's 73 Fahrenheit. These are very close to average for the time of year. We move through into Friday, 28th of July, day 2 of Kendal cooling and Camp Festival. And yes, we're building this ridge in from the south and the southwest as well. The upper air temperatures are cool. They've turned a bit cooler actually down in the south. But of course, you have to bear in mind there will be a fair amount of sunshine coming through to offset those relatively cool upper air temperatures. It's high summer, so whenever the sun comes out at this time of year, it will obviously feel warm. So if it's sunny, it's going to be warm, even if the upper air temperatures are actually a little bit on the cool side. A lot of dry weather coming through as well. We are still under that slight transient ridge. Again, there is a suggestion of a few showers, mostly in the north. So again, Kendal cooling perhaps being impacted by a few showers on Friday, but this is much drier compared to what we were seeing for update 1. Down on the south coast in Dorset, it just looks completely dry actually down there on this latest update, and temperatures are relatively warm again. So in Cumbria, we're probably a little bit lower than we are on Thursday, but even so, 18, 19, 20 degrees in the strong July sunshine will feel very warm. Down in the south, probably around 22 or 23 on the south coast once again. That takes us into day 3 of Kendal cooling and Camp Festival, which is Saturday, 29th of July. And low pressure is beginning to develop out to the north and west of Scotland, but still we remain under this very weak sort of ridge that is extending. It's an extension from the main high pressure, which is actually a long way away from us in the Atlantic. That's the Azores high. But it is exerting enough of an influence to be keeping things, at least for the south anyway, mostly dry. Upper air temperatures are beginning to lift up a little bit as we start to drag in some warmer air from a warmer point in the Atlantic Ocean. Again, look at this, a fair amount of dry weather coming through once again for next Saturday. Yes, there's a few showery bursts of rain gathering for Scotland and Northern Ireland, but Cumbria looks completely dry. Maybe a light shower somewhere close to the south coast, but Dorset is looking very dry as well for day 3 of these events, and temperatures, as I say, they're beginning to lift up. So we're heading close to 25 degrees on the south coast, I would have thought there. That's 77 Fahrenheit. Further north, the Kendal cooling a very pleasant 21. 21 is 70 Fahrenheit in old money. And then we move through to day 4. The final day of Kendal cooling, and also the final day of Camp Festival, and low pressure is heading in from off the Atlantic now, so that transient ridge is starting to weaken and slip away to the south, and low pressure beginning to come in. So this does look a little bit more unsettled. Upper temperatures are warmer because we are dragging the air up from a more tropical part of the Atlantic Ocean, so the temperatures are lifting up. But price to pay for that is that it's more unsettled. So there's a band of rain here across Scotland and Northern Ireland, heading southwards and eastwards through the day. And actually, as we go into sunny afternoon, this is all looking a little bit thundery here. Maybe some heavy showers or thunderstorms breaking out across parts of the country. Now, you notice that the south coast is actually still mostly dry. So if this is right, it could be completely dry in Dorset from start to finish. But up at Kendal, I think you are at risk there of some quite heavy showers, possibly some thunderstorms as well. This is called Cape and Lifted. It shows the convective potential within the atmosphere, and there is a bit of that around. So there may be some thunderstorms with that rain moving in from the west. And it's warm. Temperatures up in Cumbria, probably reaching, let's say, 23 or 24. That's into the mid-70s Fahrenheit. Down in the south and in the southeast, actually, it's very warm. Temperatures possibly up to 27 or 28, going into the 80 Fahrenheit mark in the far southeast. But bear in mind, we have got a risk of thunderstorms breaking out. Overall, this is a very much better update for Kendal cooling. That first update was pretty grim. This one is vastly better. It's not totally dry, but I mean, there's no comparison really between update 1, update 2 in terms of the usefulness of the weather, because it does look like a predominantly dry period until we get to the very end, when we do have the risk about those heavy showers and storms breaking out. And down in the south, where we've got that event taking place on the south coast, Camp Festival, there it's looking just, well, more or less completely dry from start to finish, and warm at times as well. So a good update, I think, update 2 for these events. It's update 1 for Camp Festival, but update 2 for Kendal cooling. A good update for these events. Probably do another one early next week sometime, so keep checking back for more. But that's all for now, and thanks for watching.